Alright, so my son Kelly thought it'd be a good idea if I made a video showing everything I got. One of my brass knuckles went missing. My favorite pair, that was actually a real brass set. That's gone. So yeah, let's start with one of my favorites. No, not those. But yeah, I'll throw those in there. I forgot I had those. Okay, so start with the brass knuckles and work my way. So this is a replica of the Constantine knuckles, if you know the movie Constantine. It's got the crosses and the knuckles and then the engravings, and then a really cheap gold plating that looks pretty fake. Yeah, that's those. These here were originally those claws you would get at Off the Wall. They had 3 blades sticking out, and I took all that apart and got rid of those and just made it into a set of knuckles. So these are a big beefy pair of knuckles that it'd be cool to make a different set of handle grips for them. That would be cool to do with these. I made another video covering my Denix collection, so I'll go through these kind of quick. There's a Colt Peacemaker 45 Denix replica with the eject. I did order some dummy bullets for it with the cap backs on them, so I'll be able to shoot caps with it if I want, but those are still in the mail. Before I jump into more Denix collections, this kind of fits in with brass knuckles. This is a World War I replica trench knife. The handle is real brass. The blade's not too sharp, but the tip of this does come to like a needle tip on there. But the thing that really sucks about these is the tang is super thin. When you take this this pommel off and screw that off, the tang is just super small. So yeah, that probably wouldn't last very long. Covering a couple more of the pistols. This is the Colt 1911. I custom made pearl handle grips for it. That's in the other video that's covered a bit better. Baking soda and super glue to fill in the old holes. Used a bandsaw to cut off the excess handle, and then wet sand and buff to get it back into good shape. But yeah, that's the Colt 1911. Turned out really good. I like that one. Going into switchblades and stilettos. Got a good little collection here. My least favorite would have to be this NATO military. It does that. They all do that. There. Now it's back to working again. But if you do it just a few times, oh, it worked. I'm not going to do it again. I'll be fighting with it for a minute to get it back on track. So that's the NATO military. These things have always been cheap. The butterfly knife. This one I got from Bud K. They sell some really good butterfly knives. This thing's got a lot of weight to it. It's not like a lightweight cheap one. And the blade is razor sharp on this one. It's probably my sharpest knife I have, in the most dangerous setup where you can actually cut yourself. So. First Italian stiletto. This is my least favorite one.
Least?
Yeah.
Wow. I like it.
The camo. I'm not a big fan of camo.
I don't think so.
So the camo finish on it isn't very cool, and then it's got hollow plastic handles, so it's really lightweight and feels kind of cheap. Not a big fan of this one. If I could find a way to make new handles for the stiletto, I would definitely change the handles on this one, but they're not easy when it comes to making handles for these. So that'll probably stay the ugly camo. On to the next one. This one was my favorite, just because it's black with silver spotted kind of finish. But the handle's identical to this one. It's that hollow plastic, so it still feels kind of cheap. The one thing I like about Switchblades though is they gotta have the bayonet blade on them. They don't look right without the bayonet blade. So all my stilettos have bayonet blades on them. So those two are really nice. This one's my new favorite. I got this one to match my 1911 pearl handle. This one's got a lot of good weight to it. The grips are solid and they're pearl. And yeah, bayonet blade, of course. Yeah, this is a really good one. That's my new favorite stiletto. So that's all of the Switchblades there. This is an assist blade my father gave me in the Italian stiletto style with blue pearl kind of handle going. That's a real cool one. And then it's got the bayonet blade that I like, so halfway down the back. It does have a liner lock though, which I'm not a fan of liner locks, but still a really cool looking knife. Oh shit, I forgot one. So this guy here looks pretty dangerous. This one's not a Denix replica. This one is a CO2 BB gun. And let's see if I can get this thing to open. Okay, so the one cool thing about this one is the way it takes BBs is it has these fake bullets, but the tips of them are rubber, and then you push in the BB into the rubber tip of the fake bullet. So then you fill up 6 of those, and then drop them in. Yeah, and another cool thing is they did a half rifling. So if you look down the muzzle of that, there's partial rifling in it.
It's not, but yeah, there we go.
But anyways, you can't get handgun BB guns anymore in Illinois. They've completely done away with that. I've been trying to get my hands on one of those Sig Sauer We the People Colt 1911 blowback CO2 handguns. But yeah, handgun BB guns are no longer shipped to Illinois. That's yeah, so that sucks. This was a cheap $3 throwing knife I picked up. Pretty cool. I haven't even thrown it yet. I might take that out with me next time I go camping. Throw it at a tree or something. For a little bit of fun. Cheap set of size. I got these on, I think it was Amazon. I bought them on Amazon, and they were on sale, and I was thinking, oh man, instead of octagon size, which are my favorite, instead of being rounded off, they have the octagon. So the octagon size are nice because they catch the light with every turn, and they always look really cool hanging on your wall or wherever you decide to display them. But yeah, so when I ordered them on Amazon, they came in and I realized how small they were. I mean, maybe they're cool for like a 7-year-old or something, but yeah, these are way too small. I've owned several sets of size over the years, and yeah, those are about garbage. This here is one of those cheap run-of-the-mill fake katanas. Had this laying around. Super dull blade, nothing special about that one. And then the last thing I have to show you is something I made. This is a Louisville Slugger I had that I wrapped in barbed wire using U-nails. Take some U-shaped nails, hammer them into the barbed wire, and then as you get it going, you just keep wrapping it, and that's the That's the hard part. So what I did is I was making it by myself, and to show you that it is a Louisville Slugger. This is a really good bat. And then wrapping it in barbed wire, which is real barbed wire, by the way. Barbed wire is pretty easy to get your hands on. So what I did is I hammered down this U-nail right here, wrapped it over the top, and then started wrapping around the sides. But the thing that I didn't see coming was barbed wire being the whatever type of metal it is. It's not easy to get it to twist around something. So I had to stand on the spool of barbed wire, use the weight of my feet, my body weight, standing on it, and then twisting it in my hand as hard as I could to get it to wrap around. And then once I had a few wraps, put it down and then hammer in another U-nail, and then stand on the barbed wire and keep wrapping it around. And it works out your forearms pretty good, trying to get that to wrap and spin. But yeah, so the last thing there is the barbed wire baseball bat. And the funny thing is after I made this guy, I noticed that Bud K now sells a replica of Negan's Lucille bat, and that's got real barbed wire on it. And I think they only charge like $25, $30 or something like that. So yeah, I kind of wish I'd have just bought one of them Lucille replicas, but I don't know how good the bat itself is. This being a Louisville Slugger, yeah, that's pretty much one of the best wooden bats you can buy. But yeah, that's pretty much a video of the entire collection I have now. I've lost a few things, some things went missing, sold a lot of stuff, but currently I think this is everything. Just a couple random stuff. Alright.